Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Tombstone Tourist. This week, I'm going to be visiting the Mausoleum here at the Woodlawn Memorial Park in Nashville, Tennessee. A few weeks back, I visited the final resting place of Hee Haw and Grand Ole Opry star Jimmy Riddle, who is resting on the first floor of the Mausoleum. This week, I'm going to be moving up to the third floor of the Mausoleum, where a number of notable country music personalities are resting. This week, I'm going to be visiting the final resting place of a singer who had one of the deepest voices in any type of music. In fact, for 18 years, this man was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for the lowest bass note ever recorded. Let's visit the final resting place of J.D. Sumner. John Daniel Sumner was born in Lakeland, Florida on November 19, 1924. Growing up, J.D. developed a love for gospel music, and when he was about 20 years old, he joined the Sunnyside Quartet, which was based in nearby Tampa, Florida. During his time in Tampa, J.D. developed a close relationship with the group's sponsor, Dixie Lily Flower. And when the Sunnyside Quartet moved to Orlando, J.D. stayed behind and formed a new group called the Dixie Lily Harmonizers. In June of 1954, tragedy struck a group called the Blackwood Brothers. Two of the group's members, R.W. Blackwood and bass singer Bill Lyles, were killed in a plane crash. Determined to move on from the tragedy, the group hired J.D. as Lyle's replacement. J.D. stayed with the Blackwood Brothers from 1954 until 1965. It was during this time that J.D. established the National Quartet Convention, which highlighted the talent of the various quartets in the industry. The convention is still held today. Also, during his time with the Blackwood Brothers, J.D. developed a close friendship with a young man named Elvis Presley. Elvis was living in Memphis and was a fan of Southern gospel music and would attend all of the concerts held at the Ellis Auditorium. J.D. noticed that the youngster had missed one of the group's earlier concerts and asked him why. Elvis replied that he didn't have any money. J.D. told him, "Son, you come and find me anytime you want to get in, money or not." A few years later, that young boy that didn't have any money recorded a record at Sun Records, and the rest, as they say, is history. A few years later, J.D. joined the Stamps Quartet. Elvis, who never forgot J.D.'s kindness, hired the Stamps and J.D. as his backup singers in 1971. The group toured with Elvis from 1971 until Elvis's death in 1977. J.D. Sumner sang at Elvis's Memphis funeral. In his later years, in addition to performing with the Stamps, J.D. appeared with his longtime friend and fellow bass singer George Yonts on the Bill Gaither homecoming videos. It was during one of these Gaither performances that J.D. expressed his dislike for organ music, claiming that he had left instructions that there would not be an organ at his funeral. J.D. Sumner died on November 16, 1998, while on tour with the Stamps Quartet, 3 days before his 74th birthday. He was found dead in his hotel room in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. True to his wishes, there was only a piano at his funeral. There was no organ. I'm going to end this video here at the final resting place of J.D. Sumner. If you remember J.D. or any of the people that we visit in these videos, I hope you'll share your memories with us in the comments. I upload a new video almost every Sunday morning, and I hope if you haven't already done so, that you'll consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, a thumbs up is always appreciated. Now until next week, please remember, life is a wonderful journey. Be sure to take time and enjoy it. And I'll see you down the road. So long, everybody.